I heard motherfuckers saying they made hole. Made hole saying, okay, make another hole. What up, people? This is Marlawn, aka Sherlock Homeboy. I'm under the weather. I'm sick. I'm just gonna take the rest of the year off and just get my mind right. But I'm sick. My nose stopped up. It ain't the Rona, but it's that shit stopping up my nose. You ever realize how my fucking mic ain't even plugged in? You ever realize that, motherfucker? You ever realize how serious a cold is and the flu? And the reason why let me plug this shit in. The reason why we don't know it is, but I was laying down yesterday, man. My shit's all stopped up. And I started to think. I was like, this motherfucker tried to kill me. Like, this is a cold and the flu is an attempt on my life. Like, that's probably the closest thing I I came to dying this year. Let me explain. I get oxygen from three ways: my mouth, my left nostril, and my right nostril. So I was laying down there. I was like, this motherfucker that took out 66% of the way I live. Then to get a better understanding, I realized I was on my last resource to breathe. And to take that home is I took that away. When I say I took that away, I I wouldn't allow myself to breathe out my mouth. And I would that's not when it fucking choked me out. I was over there. I had to quit. I had to quit the game. I said, okay, if you don't think it's real, you don't think they coming for you, don't breathe out your mouth. I was trying to breathe out my nose, and the snot bubbles was going out and in. Shit, I wasn't gonna make it. I wasn't gonna make it. So I realized, like, damn, this is a attack on my life. They did took away 66% of my resources to survive. So I digress. So we're gonna break down. Rest in peace, A. Roy. This looks like it's from Parkway Gardens or something. So I got some notes. I'm just gonna let that play. I won't say rest in peace, A. Roy. I won't say I'm mailing it in, but I'm just gonna read my notes and get out of here. I got it slowed down so people can see what I'm saying. I'm not gonna really point out all the things I saw. I just jotted down some notes, and I'm gonna read from there. It is what it is. So as you can see, this is a home game for A-Roy. This is a home game. Let's pause it right. Home game. So I said home game is this is a home game for him. You got his cheering section. That's the fans. You know what I mean? You got his team. It was a home game. It's shirts versus skins. So as we see here, shirts versus skins. A-Roy got his shirt off. Oop, I don't know what's happening. Oh, this is a touchscreen. That's what I have. A. Roy got his shirt off. His boy down there got his shirt off. It's a shirt versus skin. So what that means? That means it's a planned matchup. This matchup is scheduled. This clout matchup is scheduled, and we know one thing, because we know better. This is not about money. If this was about money, he would have got shot because they would have ran his pockets. And when it's about money, all hands on deck. When it's about money, you don't have three people watching that's down with you as you try to wrestle their wallet away or see what they got on them. So this is a clout matchup. I'm all over the place. This is not about money. This is a main event, and it's easy to find out who killed Mr. Aroy because it was a main event. It was done for the cameras. It was done for the rep, just to get a rep. So this is not a mystery. This is a name brand clout getter. Like this is for the reputation. So this is about some bullshit. Basically, what I'm trying to say. Like, even if it's about money, it's it's about some bullshit. But to be better off of if they would have cut out the bullshit why they do things, a lot of people would still be alive. Because I ain't saying you should do something for money, but if it was about money, I think Mr. Aroy would be alive. And I tell you one thing, like internet shit, cloud gangs, and all that bullshit. That's under money. So it's all bullshit, even doing things like that for money. But if they had their street priorities together, they'd still be alive. So you can tell by how their shirts are off. It's a home game for Elroy, Aroy, and the crew. So it's a home game. It's on purpose, and it was a set matchup. Three overseers. So I'll say three overseers. This is not a fair fight. This is an organized clout taker ass whoop. This is an organized ass whooping. This wasn't a fair fight. This shit is not a fair fight. This is a these guys are gonna beat your ass. And to further notice, if not, we're gonna sure they beat your ass. I'm trying to get it better so you can see at the bottom. My shit's all over the place, but I kind of like it bootleg. So this wasn't a fair fight. Three overseers. So you see the home game. You got the crowd and you got three overseers. And these guys right here, I would say this guy with the coat. If I had to speculate, he definitely has a gun on him. This is the gun guy. So this is an organized operation, and one of these three overseers definitely have a gun. Since this guy's acting like the crooked ref that was this guy can fight. By the way, A-Roy can fight. And Buddy in the red pants can fight too, cause this is a big boy. A-Roy boy is a big boy, and Shorty was giving it to him, and the ref had to come over there help. So people don't. This is a home game for A-Roy, and this is not a fair fight. So people can't say he was getting whooped. He has to get whooped. And my man down there, he is not a fighter. He is not a fighter. So the three overseers and fan section of the skin. So this is a home game. So if we pause it right here. As far as A-Roy and A-Roy affiliates, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's another guy over there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he's in double digits of Team A-Roy. Double digits out there. Why is A-Roy fighting? Why is he fighting? Why is he fighting? Let's take a step back. I got another note before that. Let me get this together. Here's my other note. Untrained tactics. It's like King Von dying all over again. Same type of mistakes from the same crew. Like when I say same type of mistakes from the same crew, they're winging it. They're untrained. They're undisciplined. They don't know what they're doing. They're thugging. They're freestyling. And in this situation, A-Roy is King Von, and he's out there playing the King Von role. And what happened to him? Pretty much the same thing that happened to King Von. The king got checkmated once again from bad tactics. So this lets you know that this might sound like it's all fucked up to say, because I'm fucked up and I ain't feeling good. So no Eddie Murphy today. I ain't feeling good. I just want to come here. If there's a video of actual, I'm gonna break it down. How about that? If I have time, send it to me. I'll break it down. I don't really get into the speculation. I like breaking down things. Just kind of say this is like letting us know King Von probably would have been dead again. That he probably got killed again because this represents the same type of chess play as what happened to King Von. A-Roy was pretty much in the King Von position out there, and the same thing happened to him. And why is A-Roy fighting? The same way King Von went and stole on Buddy. You know why? Let's talk. You know why? Because he can fight. People do things they can do. He can fight. He got great balance. He can fight. And there's really three fighters in this fight. Buddy on the ground that A-Roy got is not a fighter. These two are. And if I had to guess, the guy over here, A-Roy boy, if I had to guess them two during the matchup, I would say he can fight better than A-Roy can. And he couldn't handle Buddy. He could barely handle Buddy over there. Buddy looked skinny. So the other guy with his shirt off, I think he's probably can fight better than A-Roy. But A-Roy can fight. I can tell by his balance and how he was keeping them down. It's gonna have a hard time. He can fight definitely better than average. And so could King Von. And that's why they're fighting. Because they can. And it's not a fair fight because it's a controlled beatdown. If it was a fair fight, I think in the upset, I think dude gets his ass beat right here in the upset. And I think Big Boy chose him because I think he was the higher rank. This guy wasn't the fighter from the sea. Wasn't the fighter from the get-go. So y'all can watch this video. Y'all get the footage is all over everywhere. It's A-Rod video, live footage of him getting shot. I think that's Parkway Gardens or some shit. I think so. Yeah. Uh, okay. Any more notes? Okay, it's not a fair fight. The guy A-Roy's fighting is not a fighter. Period. And doing things like no true fighter does. That's why no true fighter reacts like the dude A-Roy is fighting. Like like they got an almost not remember balling up. Like no true fighter balls up like that. No, like he basically said mercy, and no true fighter balls up like that. Period. It just don't happen. And if it does happen, they almost knocked out when they don't remember. No true fighter remembers balling up like that unless they're hurt. Okay, let me keep going. Let me see what else I want to say. What else I want to talk about? Okay. Okay, it wasn't about money because they didn't even attempt to run their pockets, and that probably was one of the biggest mistakes made. Like if it was about money, he probably still be alive. Because when it's about money, these overseers right here, when he down like that, he will stay and keep him down like that. Buddy, that keep on trying to make him win the fight, he would be running his pockets and checking them right now. So this is a clout matchup. It ain't even about money. And when I was growing up, even if you just have a problem, it's about money. They're almost gonna beat you up to run your pockets. So it used to be taking it to places was a reason to run your pockets. Now they doing it for the gram, they do it for all that shit. Because I grew up, if somebody got a problem with you, it's almost a reason to take your money, see what's in your pocket, take your chain. And so that's what that stuff made beefs real because that's some hater ass shit. You just want to fight me because you know I got that $20 my mama gave me. So here we go. What about money? Okay, dude wasn't the killer. Dude, this is very important. Dude that he got down there, he can't fight. He got him in the sandwich right here. He got my man folded like a sandwich right there. He was, and at the same time, Aaron wasn't even really trying. He was treating him like a kid. That means this is a bullying situation. This is a bullying situation. He got my man folded like a sandwich right there. That wasn't even the fight. Get off my man. But at the same time, let's think about it. This is a home team for A-Roy. The shirts versus the skins. That dude, put it this way, if you ever in a fight and a dude got you folded in a sandwich position like that, you're not a fighter. You're not a fighter. So dude, no, he's not a fighter. So him not being a fighter and plus getting caught in a home game, you know what that means? That motherfucker got a gun. That's what that means. So if you think you're gonna catch somebody who can't fight and it's a punk and behind enemy lines or whatever, outnumbered, hey, who you think do all the shooting? Who you think do all the shooting? Do you think that dude would go and try to fight A-Roy? No, because he can't fight. So A-Roy fighting. Why is A-Roy fighting? Why? Because he can't fight. People can't fight and do other things. So just about, well, if I would came out there, he's folded so much, he gotta have a gun. He gotta have a gun. Because if you caught his ass through here and he could get folded like that, no, he's not a fighter. So if you pay attention too, and he wasn't a killer, but non-killers kill the most. He ain't a killer, but they kill the most. He ain't a killer, but they kill the most. Because here's why he ain't a killer. Because if he was a killer, he wouldn't even be down there folded like that. He wouldn't even, if he was a true killer, he wouldn't be folded like that. Because if he got a gun on him, he would have been shot before the sandwich move happened. But check this out. But they do the most killing. You know why? Because A-Roy put him in the oven. This is a killer oven. And he got that gun out of fear. Fear of the sandwich move. So this is a killer move right here. So before that dude got in that move, he wasn't a killer. And at the same time is he got put in that oven. This is the making of a killer. For everybody, this is a stage here. He's aware he might even become a rapper. That's his rap career getting choked out of him. That's his clout career getting checked out of him. In his mind, he know the blog, not the blogs, but he know. Hey, you be surprised how this Chicago shit is almost ran through a network on Twitter, a famous underground network on Twitter. So he see all that shit coming. This is the sandwich. He got him in the sandwich, but he baking him. He about to make him a killer. He baking him. He baking him, turning him into a killer. So this is a controlled. He baking him. He ain't a killer yet. He in the oven being baked. Being baked. So I think we pretty much. Okay. So he baking them. But check this out. We're gonna get out here, but check this out. I don't think A-Roy should have died here. Because anytime a home game or this is a home game, and I would say you got three possible people with guns, at least two. I suspect there's 1.5 guns between these three people, right? And I would so between these three people, this seems like some girls and shit like that. But between the little fan group and these three people, I'm gonna bump it up to 2.5 guns, maybe 1.5, at least 1.5 guns between the home team. So before we get out of here, I still don't think he should have died. He's baking him, turned him into a killer. But know who else turned him into a killer? They let him focus. They let him zone out on A-Roy. If all these guys show you why the streets is bullshit, the fans go away, his backup go away, and the only person out there now is A-Roy laying on the ground. That's the only person gonna be. Only people out there now is A-Roy. So, and my man zoned out on him, and I would say he should have been shot because he shot him like a Western movie. Like he shot him. He shot him. He shot him. He shot him like the movies. You know what I mean? He shot him like the movies. And at the same time, is to have three allies on this side. They could have snapped the killer out his vibe and made him fear for his life. And they could have possibly got shot. Don't get me wrong, but they let him zone out on A-Roy because at the same time is when he shoots him. If these three guys would have ran off, danger now sets in for him. So he might have shot at them or shot one of them, this or that, but their non-existence, my man just keyed in on shooting A-Roy, and he didn't fear for shit because he was zoned out. They could have put the fear back in him, and he would have woke up and realized where he was, and I think he would have took off sooner or shot one of them and took off. So I think he would have shot at them and maybe hit one of them or something. But you either fight or flight. And being that they all went away, that's what I'm saying. This is just a fucking game. There's no loyalty. There's no loyalty. You said, what would you done? If that was my boy, who knows? And I would be mad if I just ran away. I can't say what I would have done, but I prove one thing. If that was your kid, what you would have did? You would have ran away. So basically, I'm saying the love wasn't high enough to put their life on the line for A-Roy. And it's sometimes like a natural reaction, but just me looking at it, I think they allow him to zone out. And okay, you ever been to a basketball game? You ever see a basketball game and the home team is playing and they passing the ball around, then the shot clock get short and the crowd goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the players realize the shot clock is running out, and they shoot. I say that to say fans can help too. Fans can help the game too. So I'm gonna show how this is all bullshit because I think there's something these three people could have did to snap him out the zone because he's zoned out on my man, and there's something these people could have did. Get off of him! They about to shoot. They could yell something to slam it on the door or hey, or something, because that snaps some people out of it. So what we need to do, because he's getting baked. He's getting baked. He's still in the sandwich over there. He's getting baked. He gonna come out. He gonna come out ready. He gonna come out a killer. Ding. He gonna come out a killer. But he zoned out a killer. Like he knew he was killing that dude. But at the same time, is he's not a killer. He knew he was shooting that dude. What we needed to do, or what they needed to do, is snap fear back into him. And when I say snap fear back into him, even pointed a brush. You could have pointed your phone at him, and I think he would have felt the danger. He might have shot your ass, but I'm just talking about the reality of they let him zone out on A-Roy. So, oh boy, got him in a sandwich, bakes him until he a killer, walks away like he had just put him in the oven. You know what I mean? And at the same time, is they had time to see he had a gun, and they let him zone out of having a gun and killing him. So the crowd ran away. The entourage ran away. The overseers, this was a home game. It's just like the gladiators. They left him dead in the middle of the arena. Because just like the gladiators in the back in the day, they don't give a fuck about the gladiators, really. It's all, are you entertained? Are you entertained? So let's watch this and we're going to get out of here. I got it on slow motion. This wasn't no fair fight. This was some bullshit. Shirts versus skins. Anytime you see two dudes taking off that shirt, this was a clout session of learn your lesson. But two dudes that can fight, well, that dude down there can fight. He can fight down there. These three can fight. This dude ain't a fighter. So a lot of people, when you can fight and you start picking people who can't fight to fight, y'all better think about that. He know he can't fight, so he can't fight, and you gonna catch him behind where you're safe at, and you can even tell this is a home game for him because he walks away to the left, they run away to the right. So you gonna catch him on your front step, and he a punk. And he can't fight. What more? So, and he don't got a gun? Come on, man. And if it's about business, how street business used to be, running his pockets would have kept him alive. Because I heard somebody say he felt the gun and walked away. No. If that dude, he would have kept him in a sandwich, they would have came and ran his pockets and got that gun from him. If A-Roy knew he had a gun, he would have got that gun from him. Because he would have kept him in the sandwich and his friends would have came and got it. And my man messed up. I think he might even go to jail for this because this was a scheduled fight. That dude has a name. You know that dude has a name. People know who that is. But I would almost still turn myself in if I was him because I think that's his best option. Because this is a name brand fight. And if he do the normal Negro thing and run away, hide out, they find him still with the gun and stuff like that. That gonna affect their feelings for this video. His mistake is waiting till he got off him. He should have rolled over and shot him. Like he should have shot him from the ground. He has a gun. While dude bought up, he should have rolled over and shot him while he was on the ground. But being he was in the sandwich so long, he overkilled. Yeah, he's gonna catch that body because he overkilled my man. He overkilled my man. So yeah, he's fucked. But I think he would have got away with it if he just would have shot him while he was getting put in the sandwich. So yeah, see, he got up in the sandwich. No, he don't get up in the sandwich no more. That's straight bullying. That's straight bullying. And at the same time, is even when I grew up, man, if anything, that type of bullying, you might get slapped, you might get punched hard. Real what time is, but you almost gotta pay by running your pockets. You know what I mean, like that's too much of an unfair fight. And A-Roy can fight. I can tell by his balance how he had him down there. He can fight. Taking his coat or something like it just seemed like that wasn't a fair fight. And If nobody would have got killed, they would have made fun. Oh boy, got his ass whooped a little down here. Light skinned dude with his shirt off, he kind of got his ass whooped, and he looks like twice the size of the dude. He kind of got his ass whooped. We almost out of here. Look, oh boy, giving them still. Oh boy, he on top of him now, but it ain't sweet. He getting up. See, he a fighter. He a fighter. You see, oh boy, see now, see now. You see here's why. Here's another reason why he got killed. Cause they ain't playing fair. This ain't no fair fight. This ain't no fair fight. He would have still had eyes on my man getting the gun if he wasn't coming over here to make sure this dude don't get his ass whooped. You got to keep in mind, there's two more people on this side right here, and they had the coats in that. One had his hand in his coat the whole time. So why is I don't know if you can see it. Why is he over here alone? Because they came over here to give him some help. So let me hold that. We almost out of here. So now, as of right now, he know he in trouble. Let me see. He know he in trouble. He know he in trouble right there. I don't know if he had the time. He knew he was in trouble right there. He knew he was in trouble right there. He got the hey, anytime you see somebody, you get shot if you just beat somebody up and they got that stance. That's that shoot you down stance. So he know he in trouble right there. That's when he know he fucked up. You check this out. They're too busy making sure this dude don't win the fight. Some of the fans from the stands is right there. So gun on the scene right now. Gun on the scene right now. These two dudes is right there. Gun on the scene right now. Well, it's kind of hard to say. I'm just basically saying, hey, they could have almost distracted him, took something for the team because he's feeling no fear. He's zoned out, and they let him zone out. He definitely would have got shot once. Don't get me wrong. He definitely would have got shot once. But they allowed him to get zoned out and get zoned out of shooting him. Yeah. And this is a tricky thing. This is a tricky thing too. But I think he'll catch the case because he's zoned out on him. That's still self-defense. After taking an ass whooping like that, that's still self-defense. It's just like in boxing. It's boxing. He turned his head and he got hit in the back of the head. Just like boxing. If I would say he kind of overkill, but if you would have just shot him once, that's still self-defense. Cause that's a boxing move. Now, you got hit in the back of the head because you turned around from the punch. So that's not a dirty punch. That's a justified killing right there. That's a justified. Right. And you know what? That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not being mean or nothing. That's a justified shooting after being in the oven baked like that. Not knowing your situation with 5 people. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 active people monitoring you after being put in a sandwich for 10 minutes. Right there, that's justified. And the only reason he shot him in the back is because he turned around and shoot him back. He was already in shoot your ass motion, so that's all right. And I think based upon these everybody's reaction, that's what allowed him to get keyed in on. They didn't wake him up out the trance of killing. Let me see. They should have woke him up by their reactions. They had a chance to wake him up. And I know that's some hard shit to do. Yes, call fight or flight. And if they chose fight instead of flight, I think he still would have been alive. See, he zoned out on him. They let him zone out. So this some sad shit. In his home arena, he died, but he had time. And he looked. The way he looking at, he looking at the people who had the gun. He's looking at. He had time to realize everybody left him. What he's doing? He shot like a motherfucker, and he's looking up at his homeboys not being around, and he's wondering what the fuck happened. Because even when he saw the gun, he knew somebody had a gun out there. So he saw the gun, running away from the gun. He gets shot up. He looking like, where the gun? Where they at? Some sad shit. That's some sad. Oh boy, ain't leaving nothing behind. That's some sad shit. And to be totally honest with you, it looked like Buddy said something to him before he grabbed his little long johns, wherever he grabbed. It looked like, I don't know what his last words is, but it looked like oh boy has some word from him. And that dude down there was a trooper. Dude in the red pants was a trooper. Fuck what you heard. Until next time, man, this shit is stupid. We gotta move better. We gotta do better. And all the three people looking looked like they was older than him too. The OG's watching. The OG got a gun in his pocket, and he ran with a gun in his pocket. It looked like. Until next time, I'm out.